Hello my loves, welcome back to the channel, to this very late episode of the show. I'm gonna go ahead and redesign these. I'm gonna use them as nail beds for Frenches. I just had an idea about it because I still like the nails. I just wanted to do something completely different and not try to fill them. So we're gonna do something different. I am just shaping out the nail bed. I'm removing the top coat and the water decals and all that and getting it a nice fresh surface. I'm actually even taking down a little bit of product because I want to rebalance them a little bit. It's been like a month. Now, like I said, I did actually break this one because honestly the structure wasn't correct, so it was all my fault. And I'm just slowly flaking that away, that little bit that was left. I'm not actually touching my nail while I do that. I'm just getting rid of the actual product. And then I did go ahead and buff out the whole nail. Very gently. I only have that running at like 5. And it's not very high, so I'm not trying to do any damage to myself. After pushing all of the cuticles back, I'm just going to come in, and now from here I'm just going to show you the thumb because it starts to get so repetitive. Not just for you guys watching, for me talking, right? It's a lot, okay? So I'm just doing the prep here. I am cleaning up the cuticle area. Prior to that, I just made sure everything was nice and smoothed out between my nail and what is still there. You want everything to be nice and smooth. Now I'm doing prep, primer, and tack, which is by, the tack is Light Elegance, and the prep and prime are from Mia Secret. I have been using those for years, and I really do not get a lot of lifting. So I meant to put this white right where I'm putting it now, but I did put a spot on my index finger. And the biggest oof of all is that I don't wipe it off before I cure this finger. And so that little blob of white just stays there. And honestly, it's fine because this nail is going to be that milky white. But I should have wiped it off. It's already prepped and everything's ready to go, so it's actually not hurting anything that it's there, but I guess I shouldn't have wiped it off because then I would have had to prep and prime over again. So anyway, I put it on the wrong nail, and I just left it there. So you're going to see me build that nail anyway. You'll see me cover it up. It works completely well. I'm not going to show filling all of the other nails because it's exactly the same on every one. This nail is different, so we're going to go ahead and fit a form on here and pinch it into the shape that I want. And I could have actually pinched that a little harder. The index finger and the pinky finger I think are too square, and all the other ones are full-on beautiful coffins. But oops, it is what it is. I'm not fully back to being practiced at sculpting because, you know, there was that whole long period where I did not do any sculpting at all. So you got to keep your skills up. So I'm getting my skills back up. Now we're coming in with that same milky white that I filled all the other nails with, and we're just going to build out the nail. The mistake I made on this nail is I should have, that green I put down, I should have drugged that back a little bit to fade it out, and I didn't. And that's another just example of me not being on my skills right now. So it should be a little bit of a better ombre, but it ends up being okay in the end, which you will see when we get there. Excuse me, I've got a little frog in my throat right now. So I'm just finishing up building this nail and giving myself the structure. I want to tell you, I made this white with just some of my nail powders and a little tiny bit of some gel paint. And I don't love it. I think that certain gels don't really like to mix with the powders that much. And honestly, it's not certain. I think it's a lot of them. So the more you put in, the less it likes to deal with curing. And so that's why I used a little bit of paint instead of just full powders. But it ended up being okay, and I did encapsulate everything with clear, so the structure will be nice and strong. But I'm gonna have to watch myself on mixing the pigments in and using them for any kind of structure. It's like they have core powders and color powders. I don't think I can think of that as a core or hard gel that will hold up, right? So now what I'm doing is extending that nail bed with a little bit of black. I did want to say I have done the other nails. This is the last nail to do, and this is the one I decided to show you because it's the fourth one in a row that I've done, and so I felt like I just had the what is the word I'm looking for? The pattern down. I had the way to do it solidified in my fingers and my brain, and everything was working together. So we're just patting this into place, and it is a Saviland polygel in black, and everything of course will be below. The hard gel we're using today is the Canni, which now that I've used it, the only thing I don't like about it is that it's not crystal clear, and that's what you want hard gel for. So I probably would not purchase it again because it's more of a natural clear than a crystal clear, and I really like to encapsulate stuff, so when you're doing that, it's just really nice to have that completely clear. Or if it's going to have a tint to it, I would prefer like a super light blue or pink tint, because those colors tend to bring out other colors and make things pop. Like blue really makes white more white, things like that. So anyway, like this has got a kind of a purple tinge to it. I don't mind that, and it doesn't show up on the nail. But when you have the tint that I see in the Canni gel, it definitely looks hazy. I don't know what else to say. So I've filed everything out. Sorry guys, I gotta weigh on my rant. I filed everything out, and now we're just gonna throw a few gems down. What I decided to do different here, because that point doesn't let you put anything really fat next to it, is to go small, medium, larger, and then do large and smaller, large to smaller on the other nails. That way everything is the same but backwards. I thought it looked really cute, and I like doing the little ones next to the big gem and fading out to the big ones. It just, I don't know, it looks different. It's different than what you normally see, and it stands out a little, I think. Let me know what you think of that. I didn't show every tiny bit of getting up into the nooks and crannies with the gems, but I did get a really tiny liner brush and get up there next to the gems and make sure everything was sealed in as the best as I could. Because this is me working with my non-dom, so this is a lot of gem work with my left hand. But this is the finished set, you guys. I'm really pleased with them. I think they came out pretty nice. I think my Frenches are pretty good and almost the same on every nail. The pinky's a little wonky, but I forgive myself. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Can't wait to see you on Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 500 and that awesome giveaway. Mwah! Bye-bye, guys.